So today's news is not necessarily news, it's more like a recap of what's happening in everyone's lives at the moment. And the tip of everyone's tongue is the elections. I know Nene and myself both got our votes in, and we all are very excited to see what happens in our country politically. And the whole globe is watching us at the moment. Yesterday, Google had the little dongle thing, doodle. The little doodle was of South Africa, so it's very cool. Everyone's watching us to see what happens. And so we're going to keep you updated, because I know on Tuesday we gave you a little bit of a newbie lesson on how to vote. It's now for us, time for us to teach you what happens now that you've voted. What happens to these results? If a party gets 21%, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for Parliament? Like, how do we get a president? I'll be giving you all that information throughout the show today, as we found a very cool website, right?
Yes, now the website is, as you wil weet wat gebeur het in die verkiesing, al wat jy moet doen, go to the website elections.sabc.co.za. All of the information will be there, and also please take us through, because honestly, I have to admit, politics is not my strong point. That's why I'm willing to learn from you, Danilo.
I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to see, and it's a very exciting time for us, because there's been a new party that came in this show, obviously EFF. Well, Julius Malema is the leader of that party, and they've been doing themselves very well. The most recent results have come out that he's got a 5%, 5.01% from the results that have been like sort of tallied up already. The ANC is sitting on 63.86, which is down 2 from the last election. The DA is sitting on 21.38%, which is up 4.72% from the previous election. So I'll give you more information about what this means for us, what the difference between national parliament and the local the local government is all about, the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces. I'll give you all that information during the show today. It's a newbie lecture, so maybe you can learn something and teach your friends something new.
Well, I definitely know that I will be learning something new. Now, for all of you guys who voted for the very first time yesterday, hop onto Facebook and Twitter and let us know exactly what the whole feeling was, what was the vibe like, and also remember to take a picture of your thumb, post it on our Facebook page as well as Twitter. Now, this week...
Welcome back to Hectic 99, everybody. It's time for me to give you the lowdown on the elections results, where we at currently at this minute as the IEC continue to count those results. Also tell you what this means for Parliament, and as you, as young people in South Africa, and as me, as a young person in South Africa, what this means for us. So I went to the website. It is elections.sabc.co.za, and I've checked out the national results so far. The ANC is sitting on 63.86%. That is down 2.04% from the previous election period. The DA are up by 4.72%, and they're currently sitting on 21.38% of the national vote. Then the new party, EFF, is coming in at 5.01%. That is very interesting, because just before the live show, they were sitting just below 5%. They've now cracked the 5% number, and that is obviously up 5% because they never entered the race before. So it's very interesting for a newcomer to come in at such a high race. All the other parties make up the 5.6% that's remaining. IFP and the NFP are all sitting in there just about 2.5% and about 1.5% of the votes. Now, to explain what this means for all of you guys in South Africa and for Parliament, as you know, I mentioned on Tuesday, we have a National Assembly and we have a National Council of Provinces. You voted twice, one for each. The National Council of Provinces represents you individually in your provinces. Then the National Assembly sits and they elect the presidents, and they make the big national decisions about the country. To give you a quick idea of the ANC's or power now, so for instance, if you want to find out how many seats the ANC are going to get, there are 400 of them in the National Assembly. So if you're going to go with 60, they've got 63.86. To get the percentage, you times that by 0.01. Times it by the 400 seats that are available in Parliament. That means that the ANC is going to hold currently 255 seats in Parliament. So that means that all the other parties will make up the rest of those seats. What happens then after that is that everyone in the National Assembly is going to sit together. They're then going to vote for a president. It might not be the president of the ANC if they manage to get the vote, but because the ANC's got such a strong majority, it's very possible that they will be the president of the ANC will become the president of the country. I'll give you guys more information later on in the show about this election results, and just recap where we're at with the polling as the IEC continues to count results. After the ad break, more actors in the building. So now I've just dusted myself off from all the cream from the fun and games in the building. It's time to get serious. Once again, just to give you a recap on that elections. And I've just had a look at the results now, and there's been no change in the national elections so far just yet. So we'll have a look at the Western Cape, seeing as Hectic 99 broadcast from the Western Cape to show you those results. As you can see, I've clicked on the map over here. The DA is sitting with a massive majority of 57.16%. Excuse me, popcorn on my lungs. And they have gone up by 8.38% since the last voting season. The ANC have also gone up by 1.22% and are sitting on 34.08. The EFF only managed to capture a 2.22% of the vote, which is still quite a lot for a new party to make it into the industry. So if you guys wanted to follow these results, make sure you go into the website. It is elections.sabc.co.za. You can follow them live as the IEC count the campaigns and count the different votes. That's it for your update. If you want to ask more questions, go into the social media, tweet us, Facebook us. We want to know what you guys are up to.